This
Okay, so before starting the section, girls, let me ask you, do you have any doubts of the previous class? Yesterday's class, anybody has a doubt, you can ask me. Anybody has a doubt, please let me know.
Ma'am, I have a question regarding the protect sheet.
Hmm?
Ma'am, when we protect sheet, it is difficult for us to unprotect it by using password. It doesn't get unprotected very soon. And we have to do save as and then open the new file. We're unable to open the file, ma'am, again.
Okay, okay, let me show you the same thing again. So, so let me keep the ages here. Yes, it is always the same link. If the link gets expired, I'll update you so that you can check it out. So we have another 5 days with the same link. If the link get expires, we will create one more link and I'll be updating you all. Okay. The link is the same thing. So look here. So I'll start this. Before starting this, someone asked me about the protecting sheet. See, when you protect a sheet, info, protect workbook, encrypt with password. I gave a password till 6. I'll click on a OK. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, I'll click on OK. So this has been saved. After this, when you close it, it will again prompt you for saving a file. I'm saving this and closing here. As soon as I close, again let me reopen my file. So I'm giving the password here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is opening. So in case if you're getting like this, read only. In that case, it will ask you for save as. That means we have to get our Excel updated. Okay, so file, whenever you're getting Excel updated, it will be like this. So let me remove this. See here, info, read only workbook I'm having, save as. So this is when your file has to get updated, MS Excel has to get updated, license version. So if you're getting like this read only format, that means Excel has to be updated. So I mean, so you, when you purchased a laptop or when you got a laptop after updating the MS Office, by default you will have only read only option. You have to get it licensed one. That means instead of your personal mail ID, you have to get it signed in with the other mail ID, might be officially companies, or which has to be originally purchased. Okay, in that case you will get this option without save as. Okay, when
Yes,
I
ma'am.
go for,
Thank you.
yeah, encrypt with password, I'll remove this password. Okay, control S. Excuse me. Okay, look here. I have updated few things, names and age for the people. Name and age. The same thing I've also shared you with other details on your WhatsApp also. You can open that and try. Okay. So I want to know whether this person is eligible for voting or not. So what is the voting rights we have? Above 18 years, right? So here we have a candidate's name of candidate's name, right? Candidate's name we have. So out of these names, I want to see who has rights to vote. So how will I know how who is having a rights to vote or not based on a age, right? So it is based on a age. So this age, what is the eligibility? If any person who is 18 years, who is 18 years can vote. So I want here if the age, okay, if any person's age is 18 years above 18 years, right? If any person's age is greater than 18, I want an output. I want an output saying that eligible. If any person who is who is below 18, right? Below 18, I want an output as not eligible. So this is what I'm expecting as an output. So now we have a names here. Okay, so let's give some ages also. Okay, so for this we are going to update it. So I'm going to give here as borders, all borders I'm giving. Now let's see the calculation. I need an output saying that eligible if any person's age is more than 18. If any person's age is less than 18, I want it as not eligible. I want an answer as not eligible. This is what is my requirement. So based on this requirement, we will update here. Okay. Now for this, we are going to use a condition. Condition means the function. If function, if function we are going to use. So equals to if. Why this if function is used? It will check on your condition whether your condition is matching true or false. Based on your condition whether it is true, it will give you an answer what you have given. If another it is false, that means if it is true means if the condition is matching, what is an output? If it is a false, what is an output? This is what you will be getting here. So if so checks whether a condition is met and returns one value if it is true and another value if it is false. So this is what is this function means. Equals to if open a bracket. Logical test. My logical test is based on what? Based on age. So 15 years. I'm selecting this cell. If this selected age is greater than 18, give a comma. Greater than 18, give a comma. Value if it is true, what I need? I need a word eligible. See, when we are working in an Excel, anything, when you're giving a numbers, so you don't have any problem. At the same time, when you're typing a text, words, letters, in that case, you must always give it a inverted comma, double quote, give it as eligible.
Ma'am, your working is not being shown. I guess it's lagging, ma'am.
Lagging.
Yes, ma'am. It's not showing whatever you're typing on the laptop.
Can you see now, Ma?
Ma'am, now I'm able to see the go to. Yes, ma'am. Now I'm able to see.
Okay. You want me to repeat again?
No, ma'am. Only the sentence was not visible. It's okay, ma'am. I was able to hear you.
Okay. So see, if condition, open a bracket, if this age is greater than 18 years, give a comma. So value, if it is true, I need an output as eligible. So in Excel, always when you're typing a numbers in a function, you don't have any issues. But at the same time, when we have a text as an output, I need a text as an output. Those text you must always give it in a double quote. Open a double quote and type it as eligible and close this double quote. So value, if it is matching, if it is greater than 18, I want it as eligible. So that I have given. Then give a comma. If it is not matching, value if it is false, what I need, not eligible. Open a double quote, type it as not eligible. Close the double quote, close the bracket, enter. So see, you will get an answer as not eligible. Let me show you once again. Equals to if, open a bracket, my logical test is based on the age. So if this age, comma, so if this age is what? Greater than 18, sorry. If this age is greater than 18, that means my selected cell, if this selected cell is greater than 18, give a comma. What output I need? I need it as an eligible. Open a double quote, type it as eligible, close a double quote, give a comma. If this condition is not matching, then what I have to get it. So again, excuse me, open a double quote and type it as not eligible. Not eligible, close the double quote, close the bracket and press enter. So you'll get an output. So now I'm just going to drag this to the last cell. But see here, even for 18 years, even for this 18 years, I'm getting the answer as not eligible. That means if the condition is false, so I have said what? 18 years and above. So my condition is wrong. I should not say 18 years and above. I should say greater than or equals to 18. Right? I have to say if it is greater than or equals to 18, then I need it as equal. This as eligible. So what I'll do in a first function, when I've given this greater than, next to this I'll also type it as equals to and enter. So this, the remaining things, let me delete it. Again, let me drag this. Click and drag till the last one. Now can you see? For 18 years, even then I'm getting as eligible. Fine. Now let me go for the next function. If function is done, we will go for the next function. If no anybody has a doubt for if function, you can ask me.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, like how we have written it separately in the site, should we also do that or only if
No,
we
that is
work out
only
the
to explain you. I have given that.
okay,
You
ma'am.
just need to do this. If you get the answer, well and good. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Anybody has a doubt in this if function?
Ma'am, could you please explain it again?
Okay,
Like only how to do it. Any one of it, not all.
no problem. So my condition is actually based on age. So what I'm giving here equals to if open a bracket. If this selected cell is what my age, if this age is greater than or equal to 18, greater than or equal to 18, give a comma, give a comma, value if it is true. So after giving a comma, value if it is a true, I need an output in a text format. For that, I'm giving a double quote. Open a double quote, type it as eligible and close the double quote. So value if it is true, it is done. After doing this, give again a comma, open a double quote, type it as not eligible for false output. Close the double quote, close the bracket and press enter. You'll get an answer.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Understood. Thank you.
Now we will go for AND function. And first we will do OR function or functions. I'm just taking the same names and we will give their qualification. Okay, you can give any qualification. Say example, I'll just give it as BCom, BSc, BBA. Same thing. Let me just repeat the same thing. Copy and paste it over here. There is one extra, so which I'm going to remove. So here I need one more output. I am going to say that this selected cell. Okay, I need to check whether it is BCom or BBA. This is what is my requirement. I need to check whether it is BCom or BBA. So if it is a BCom, okay, if it is a BCom in my cell, it will give me an output as true. If it is a BBA, it will give me an output as true. If both the condition is not there, if even this BBA is also not there, BCom is also not there, in that case, it has to give me an output. Okay. Other than that, it will give me an output as false. This is how it is going to appear for me.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, your voice
Tell
is
me,
breaking, ma'am.
how about now?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you repeat from BCom or BBA, please?
Okay. So I've given some qualifications here. So out of this qualification, I want to know whether it is BCom or BBA. Whether it is BCom or BBA. So if it is a BCom, then it will give me an output as true. If it is a BBA, it will give me an output as true. If other than BCom and BBA, if there is something, then it will give me as an output as false. So that is what we are going to see here. Equals to, or open a bracket, or I'm saying this cell, this selected cell is equals to, open a double quote, type it the same thing, BCom, close the double quote, comma. Again, select the same cell. This is equals to, what is my one more condition, BBA. So I'm again opening a double quote, I'm typing here as BBA, close the double quote, close the bracket, enter. So either of this, either whether it is BCom or BBA, it will give you an output as true. So when I drag this for the next cell, see it is BSc. So my condition was regarding it is equals to BCom or BBA. Since it is not equal to BCom also, not BBA also, then I'm not getting this answer. So because of this, I'm getting an output as false. Okay. This function or function will
Excuse me,
have,
ma'am.
yeah, tell me, ma.
Ma'am, can you repeat the
Ma'am,
solution once more?
ma'am,
You want me to
actually, I guess, ma'am, actually, it's lagging for me. I don't know for others, it's lagging. The working is not being shown in the proper
How
pace.
about the others, ma? Only Viba is facing this problem, or any others is also facing this?
Ma'am, it's normal for us.
Viba, might be it is from your side. You have to check with your network, ma. Then
Yes, ma'am, I will check.
okay. So let me do once again. Equals to, my requirement here is I need to know whether this course is BCom or whether this course is BBA. So if it is BCom, I'll get an output as true. If it is a BBA, then I'll get an output as true. Other than BCom and BBA, if there is any other things, MSc, BSc, BBA, something like that, so I'll get an output as false. Now see, what I will do is this one, I'll change it to BBM. Here I'll change it to MSc. So some other course I've given. So if this condition is matching, I'll get it as output. If it is a BCom, I'll get an output as true. If it is a BBA, I'll get an output as true. Other than BCom and BBA, I have to get an output as false. So for that, equals to, or open a bracket. Now if this selected cell is equals to, I have already told you, whenever you type a text, you have to open a quote and type it. So I'm giving here as open a double quote, BCom, close a double quote, give a comma. So logic 1 test is done. Now we are going to do for logic 2. Again, if this selected cell, either this BCom or BBA, I need it, either this or that. So this is equals to, open a double quote, BBA, close the double quote, close the bracket. I'm saying that the selected cell is equals to BCom, or the selected cell is equals to BBA, either this or that. Any one condition is matching, then I'll get an output as true. If both the condition is not matching, I'll get an output as false. So when I press enter, since it is a BCom, I'm getting an output as true. So the next one, it is not a BCom or BBA, I'm getting an output as false. Third one, it is a BBA, so true. So like this, you'll get the values. Okay, done. But this OR function alone, we don't use it. We might use in some other way. We might use with if function. Okay, with OR and if function we will use. Okay, let's do this. So based on this output, since I want to make you understand how to use R, actually my output is I need a result, that is selection. There are few people who has attended an interview. So if the person is BCom and BBA, okay, if the qualification is BCom or BBA, I have to select them. If this person are BCom or BBA, I will select them. If not, I have to reject. If not, I have to reject them. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay. So with this OR function, you're going to try this. Equals to if, open a bracket. So for this logical test, in the previous one, we have given that age if it is greater than. But here, on this place of logical, I'm going to use this output. That is this one. I'm selecting this. Okay. So or I can give a function or, open a bracket, if, open a bracket, or if this qualification is equals to, open a double quote, okay, open a double quote, give it as BCom, comma, close a double quote and give a comma. Again, if this selected cell is equals to, open a double quote, BBA, close the double quote, close the bracket. So for OR function, we have done this. OR function is nothing but your logical test. If this condition is matching, I need an output. So after bracket, give a comma, open a double quote. I need an output as selected. If this condition is not matching, I need an output saying that as rejected. Close the bracket, enter. Let me show you once again. If anybody has a doubt, please let me know. You want me to show this again? Excuse me. Equals to if, open a bracket. So for this logical test, I'm using this OR function. So before going to that, I'll use here itself. We have a OR function. Before R, I'm using if, open a bracket. So this is your logical test. At the end, I'm giving a comma. So if this condition is matching, I need an output as what? Selected. Open a double quote. Selected. Close the double quote. If this condition is not matching, I need an output as rejected. Close the double quote. Now see, there is one bracket for if, one bracket for or. Or function already we have closed. There is red color. For if function also I have to close the bracket. So close the bracket and then press enter. So you'll get an output. This is what I have done separately. Understood this function? You want to try? Are you girls doing along with me? Why I'm not getting any answer from your side? Say yes, no, say something.
We weren't able to hear you, ma'am.
Nothing you heard me? Mifsala? Okay. How about now you can hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do this. Equals to if. open a bracket. For logical test, I'm going to use this OR function, OR, open a bracket. So my condition here is based on the qualification. So if this qualification is equals to what? BCom. BCom is a text. So open a double quote, type it as BCom. Close the double quote, give a comma. My one more requirement is it must be a BBA also. Either BCom or BBA I need it. So again, select the same cell if this function is equals to, open a double quote, BBA, close the double quote, close the bracket. This is what is my requirement, either BCom or BBA. I've given that. After that, I've closed a bracket, give a comma. My logical test is over. Now value if it is true. If this condition is matching, I need an output saying that selected. The person is selected. Again, open a double quote, type it as selected. Close the double quote, give a comma. If this condition is not matching, I need an output as rejected. Give this, close the bracket, and then press enter. So you will get an output. This is what we have done. Over. Is everyone clear about this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we will go for the next function, and functions. So let me use the same names. So here I'll give it as subject 1, subject 2, and subject 3. So subject 1 is pass, subject 2 is also pass, subject 3 is also pass. Okay, so the same thing, I'll just copy paste it. Pass, pass. So I'll give here as pass, pass. I'm just randomly giving here wherever I feel like giving. So you can give however you feel like. Okay, in the remaining place, I'll give it as fail. Excuse me. So I have a result here. Okay, so my requirement here is if any person must be passed in all the subject. So I need an output as, if it is passed in all the subject, I'll get an value as true. If any one subject is also failed, Okay, if in any one subject also if it is failed, I'll get an output as false, which means there are two conditions. All the subject pass, the answer is true. All the subject is fail, the answer is false. Okay, one subject fail, answer is false. Two subject fail, answer is false. Only the condition here is must be passed in all the subject, only then I'll get it as true. If any one subject is failed, two subject is failed, even all the three subjects is also failed. Say let's take here as all the three subjects as failed. I'll give it here as all the three subject fail. So then also my condition here will be as false. So what I'm going to use? And function equals to and and open a bracket. My logical test. This first cell is equals to pass. I'm opening a double quote, typing as pass. Then I'll close this comma. Again, select the second subject. I'm saying that this is also equals to pass. I'm typing here as pass by opening a double quote, close a double quote, give a comma. I'll select the third subject. I'll say this is also equals to pass. Close the double quote, close the bracket, press enter. Since all the subjects are pass, you will get an output as true. Let me do this once again for you. Equals to, I'm saying that the first subject is equals to. So you have to use a function and open a bracket. I'm saying that the first subject is equals to pass. Since I'm going to type the text, I'll type with a double quote, open a double quote, and type it as pass. Open a double, close a double quote, give a comma. I'm saying that even the second subject is also pass. Second cell I'm selecting equals to, open a double quote, type it as pass, close a double quote, close, give a comma. Then I have a third subject, I'll select this. I'm saying even this third subject is equals to pass. Okay, I'm saying the first subject is equals to pass, second subject is equals to pass, third subject is also equals to pass. Then I'll close the bracket. Whenever I'm typing it as pass, I'm already giving everything in a double quote only. Close the bracket, enter. Since all the three cells are having a pass, you'll get an output as true. But see here, there is one cell which is having as fail. So you will get an output as false. So any one place also if it is missing, then you will get it as false. Okay, but we will not use this and also separately. We will use along with if condition only. Now what I will do, if anybody having a doubt with this and function, please ask me. I'm going to do with
Ma'am,
this
can you repeat?
if function also.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, some of
You
us
want
are
me to
doing
repeat?
with you. Could you give a minute in between, ma'am, like to type?
Sure.
Okay, ma'am.
Because
Thank you.
last class that is what I asked. If you people are doing, please let me know.
Yes, ma'am, we are.
See, I'm saying that this first, okay, let me put it here. Subject 1 is equals to pass, I'm saying. I'm saying that subject 2 is also equals to pass. I'm saying that subject 3 is also equals to pass. If all these three are equal to pass, I will get an output as true. If this is not matching my condition, then I will get an output as false. This is what is my condition here. So what I am doing here is equals to and open a bracket and equals to and open a bracket. First condition is I have to say that this first subject is equals to, open a double quote, type it as pass and close the double quote. This is my first condition. After this, give a comma. You can see in a syntax also, After a function, they have given a comma. My second condition, I'm saying that the second subject is equals to, open a double quote, give it as pass, close a double quote. My second subject is also pass, I'm saying, then give a comma. My third condition now is, my third subject is also equals to, open a double quote, type it as pass, close a double quote. So all the three subjects is done. I have no other subjects. So close the bracket. This is what you have to do. Okay. Now I'll press enter. So since all the subjects are passed, I'll get an output as true. But in second condition, there is one subject which is having a fail. So I'll get here as false. So like this, any one place if it is missing, see here. Any one place also if it is a fail, then you will get it an output as false. Are everyone done till here? Now, this is not my actual requirement. Okay, this is not my actual requirement. My requirement is, if the person is passed in all the three subjects, my actual result will be, okay, actual result I would like to give here as, okay, mm, next level. I want an output as next level, or I'll give here as next batch. Okay, if all these three are passed, I have to give an output. I need an actual output as next batch. If one condition is also not matching, if any one condition is not matching, okay, if any one condition is also not matching my requirement, then I need an output saying that same category, same category, okay, next batch or same batch, anything you can give. Okay, however you want, you can give within a double quote. So now my actual result, what I want here, for this we are going to use if condition. If condition we are going to use equals to, if, open a bracket, okay. So instead of next batch or same category, we will take it as promoted, demoted, anything like that. Okay, promoted we will take. So if, for this logical test, now we will use AND function, and open a bracket. So I'm giving again the same thing. The first subject is equals to, open a double quote, as pass, close the double quote, give a comma. My second subject is also equals to, open a double quote, I'm giving here as pass, close the double quote, give a comma. My third condition again, third subject I'm selecting equals to, open a double quote, I'm giving as pass, close the double quote. Now close the bracket. So AND function, I hope everyone is clear till this. So for logical function, I'm using here as AND function. After closing a bracket, I'll give a comma. So if all the three subjects is passed, I need it as next batch instead of next batch. I'll give a condition saying that as promoted. Promoted, I'll give close a double quote. If all this condition is not matching, I need an output as demoted or rejected. Anything you want, you can do it. Demoted, close a double quote. Then close a bracket. Look carefully. So after this AND function, I've closed the bracket. Then I gave a comma, open a double quote, promoted, close the double quote, give a comma, open a double quote, demoted, close the double quote, close the bracket. If the condition is matching, I need an output as promoted. If the condition is not matching, I need an output as demoted. This is what is my requirement. I'll press enter now. Now see, since all the condition is matching, I'm getting as promoted. If any one condition is also not matching, I'll get an output as demoted. Are everyone clear about this? Anybody has a doubt? Please respond me if anybody has a doubt.
No, ma'am.
Thank
No,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma. Okay, there is one more thing. Okay, in case if you required, you can just use this. So I'm only going to show you this one function. The next function is not function. Not function. I'll copy this. Okay, let me copy this one. R function which I gave, I'm copying that and I'm pasting here. Now, output. Only output I'm showing you. We are not going to use any other function along with this. What I'll do here is, I'll be saying that I am saying that the selected cell, okay, selected cell is not equal to, it is not equal to bcom, I will say. Okay, that means I will say here this is not equal to bcom, but it is what? It is bcom only, right? When I say that bcom is not equal to bcom. So when I say this, so it will give me an output as false. The reason is, the reason it is actually a bcom. Because of that, it will say me false. You are wrong. It is a bcom. You are wrong. You are saying wrong. It is a bcom. Okay. If any other courses I have, then it will show me as true. Because if I'm saying that, say example BSc, I'm saying that BSc is not equal to BCom. So that means it will give me an output as true. So this is what we are going to try here. Equals to, equals to this select. So I'm going to give here the function not, open a bracket. My logical test. I'm selecting this equals to, this selected cell is equals to, okay, equals to, I'm selecting this and I'm saying this is equals to bcom. I'm saying this is equals to bcom. This is not at all equal to bcom. So I'm saying this BSc is not, sorry, bcom is not equals to bcom. The selected cell, that is BCom, is not equals to BCom. So I'm getting an answer as false. The reason is it is BCom. When I say this selected cell is not BCom. That means this one, this selected cell, okay, BSc is not equal to BCom, I'm saying. So then the answer is true. Yes, it is not equals to BCom. So because of that, you will get an output as true. So this is what we have done. The selected cell is not equals to BCom. You can try this. Everyone done till here? If anybody has a doubt, please let me know. So if no one
Done,
is
ma'am.
responding, if no one, okay, thank you, ma. So I have shared you some file today, right? So can you please open that? If you have already downloaded, please open that. Now everyone go for this problem one. Problem one. Mathematical functions and logical functions you can try now. Okay, you can try later, whatever we have done. So I have given some condition also for highlighting. So conditional formatting is also been taught to you. So using this, you can highlight the colors, whatever it has been given here. So now we are going for problem one. Problem one. If you have already downloaded, please open this. Now you people are going to say me what I have to do. I need the total of all these marks. So which function I have to use here for making a total? What function I have to use?
And
Huh?
and
Total I need ma. So I need a sum,
Sum.
right? So you can use sum function. For total it is sum equals to, okay, alt equals to I'm giving here. Or you can use equals to sum, open a bracket, select the range, close the bracket, equals to sum, select the range, close the bracket, and press enter. You'll get the addition. Now drag this for the next level. You'll get a total everywhere. For finding a minimum score, what I have to use, which function I have to use?
Minimum, ma'am.
Yes. So equals to min, open a bracket, select all the subjects till the subject only, not the total. Okay. From business to GST, you have to select, close the bracket, press enter. Equals to min, open a bracket, select all the subjects, close the bracket, and then press enter. Can you all do this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for finding a maximum function, highest function, which one I have to use?
Max.
Yes.
Max.
Max equals to max. Select the range of all your subjects. Close the bracket. Enter. So you will get an output here. Equals to max. Select the range of all the subjects. Close the bracket and press enter. So this is what as an output you will be getting highest score in all the subjects. Okay, now to find the highest score, I have to use which function?
Average, ma'am.
Yes, average equals to average, open a bracket. Now again same thing, select the range of your subjects, close the bracket, you will get an average output. So till here, everyone please do it if you have downloaded it. Okay. So now see here, I want a result. My result here is if the anyone who is getting a passing mark of 35, anyone who is having a passing mark of 35. So that means if marks which is scored is equals to 35 or greater than 35, I need an output. Okay, I need an output saying that as pass. If not, I will get an output as fail. So which function I have to use for this result? For grade, I'll teach you later. First, we will finish off with this result. So this is my requirement. So now tell me which function I can use here.
Or if.
Or if. Okay. So I can also use only if function also. Say here. See, when we did this logical function with voting rights, what did I say? Equals to or greater than 18. So, same thing we are applying here also. Equals to or greater than 35. For that, I'll use a function here saying that equals to if open a bracket. Now you can use a lengthy function saying that if this subject is greater than equals to 35, give a comma. Second subject, if this subject is greater than equals to 35. Like this also you can keep continuing for the third subject also. If this subject marks is greater than or equals to 35, like this you can give, but it is a lengthy process. Instead, I can do one more thing. Instead of checking in all the subject, I know what is the minimum score. If this minimum score is less than 35, it is fail. If it is more than 35, it is pass. So instead of doing this on each and every subject again and again, I can choose only the minimum score. So I'm saying here this selected cell is, if this selected cell is equals to or greater than 35. If the selected cell is equals to or greater than 35, give a comma. If it is matching, I need an output saying that as pass. If the condition is not matching, I need an output. So say that after pass, close a double quote, give a comma, open a double quote. If the condition is not matching, I'll give an output as fail and close a double quote, close the bracket. This is what I'm doing. Clear everyone? So this marks is 34. So I'll get an output as fail. So equals to, if, open a bracket, if this selected cell is greater than or equals to 35, give a comma. If this condition is matching, I need an output. So I am giving a opening a double quote. Since it is a text, I have to type it within a double quote. Open a double quote, type it as a pass, close a double quote, give a comma. Again, if this condition is not matching, I need an output as a fail. So open a double quote, type it as a fail, close a double quote, close the bracket, and then press enter. So you'll get an output as pass. Are everyone able to do this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I'm going to give the grade. For grade, I have a condition here. If any person who's scoring more than 400, I need a A grade. Person scoring more than 300, less than 400 will be B grade. More than 200, less than 300 will be C grade. So less than 200 will be treated as D grade. This is what I'm going to give it as an output. Okay, this is going to be my output. For doing this, again, we are going to use the same thing, if condition. You can try this. It is going to be a lengthy process, lengthy format. So equals to, if, open a bracket. So I'm saying this, it is greater than 400. That means my total score it is. So if this total score is greater than or equals to 400, give a comma. I need an output as what? I need an output as a A grade. As a A grade. So open a double quote, type it as A grade. Only A also you can type, or if you want to type it as A grade, you type it as A grade. Close a double quote. Give a comma. Okay. Again, we are going to use if, open a bracket, if, open a bracket, if this selected cell is greater than or equals to, if this selected cell is greater than or equals to 300, comma, then I need an output as what? B grade. Open a double quote, type it as B grade. B grade. Close a double quote, give a comma. Again, third condition, if, open a bracket. So my third condition is for C grade. If this selected cell is greater than or equals to 200, 200, give a comma. I need an output saying that as C grade. Open a double quote, type it as C grade, close a double quote, give a comma. Since I've already used in third condition greater than and equals to 200, for D grade I will not use equals to 200, only less than 200 I will use. So again the last condition, if the selected total, again the same thing, is greater than, or sorry, less than 200, comma, then I need an output as D grade. So open a double quote, type it as D grade. Okay, close a double quote. Okay, so here ends all my condition. How many brackets I have opened? One, two, three, four. Close all the four brackets. When you press enter, you will get an output. I'm not pressing enter so that you can cross check once anywhere if you have gone wrong. See where you have gone wrong, then I'll press enter. Now I'll press enter. I'm getting here as B grade. Let me drag this. So see, you can see here. I got a grades A, B, and C. There is no one who is less than 200. Everyone got these answers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So I hope you can try with the second problem. You need to calculate what is the GST amount and find the total amount. On this, you have to find the GST. So how much will be the GST? GST, the tax rate is given here. Calculate the GST amount and total it up. Taxable value plus GST value will become your invoice amount. This you can try. Third problem also I think that you can try it. What will be your values? You can do. What is the available stock? These things. So second and third problem you can do it. Fourth problem we will do it in next class. Okay. While doing any of the second problem and third problem, if you girls has any doubt, you can drop me a message in WhatsApp group. I'll answer you. If not, we'll see in the class itself. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any doubts for today's class?
No, ma'am.
Well, good. Thank you, Fatima. So that's all for today. See you in next class. Bye bye, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Bye,
Thank
ma.